Hello, everyone. This is Kat, and I am doing some stitching tonight. So I worked long on the cats and pumpkins earlier. Let's get this here. Earlier, and I'm about halfway done with it. Would you believe it? So I decided to do some stitching for a change, and I'm trying to keep you in frame so you can see what I'm doing. But anyway, um, because this color that I'm working on is close to the edge, I can't use the um, the hoop like I normally do. So I'm having to do this in hand. Yeah, I heard from I saw a TikTok done by my granddaughter, and they are, I believe she said they were in South Carolina, heading for North Carolina, and they're taking a whole bunch of supplies up to the people that need it up there in the hardest hit areas. And so that's where they're headed. And all along the way, from what she said, anyone that donates any money to them, they stop and they buy more supplies along the way, which is, like water and, types of food, diapers, anything that they think that is needed. And so they've been, that's what they're doing, you know. And God bless them and all of those that are involved, because they have, those efforts are making a big difference. You'll have to excuse my light. I'm trying to get it where I can actually see. Come on. There. Okay. And so, there's a lot of people involved, and hopefully they don't run across any problems from the officials, shall we say. Anyway, I saw a thing about earlier that this mules packers, um, they're packing up supplies and packing things in uh, on the back of mules up into the mountain. Where helicopters and other vehicles can't get. Actually using horses and mules to get supplies up there, which I think that's a great idea. Yeah. And they're getting medicine up on the mountain. There's people up there that are in dire need of insulin, and they're getting that up there to them. So they too are doing a great service, to their communities. So I think it's a wonderful thing. You know, So let's keep them in our prayers that they get up to the top of the mountain and get these supplies distributed and are able to return for more supplies for the next day safely. So keep all these people in your prayers. And but yeah, I'm about halfway done with that the cat and the pumpkins. I'm about halfway done with that. I worked on it long and hard today, so mm, mm. Yeah, I heard in the news that um, according to FEMA, they're out of money. They have no more money to help anybody. They have apparently misappropriated the funds for emergency situations and given them to the migrants, which I think is totally wrong. They should not have done that. That money was appropriated and meant for emergency situations to help Americans, not illegals coming across our border. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but that's just the way I feel about it. I'm not against immigration. Got no problem with it because this whole country is built on the backs of immigrants. But the catch is that if you want to come, you need to do it in a legal fashion, okay? And you need to be able to be eligible to be allowed in. And if you have things that are in your past that makes you ineligible, then sorry, but you do not need to be here. Unfortunately, right now, the way things are, the current administration doesn't see it that way. But anyway, keep everyone in your prayers that were affected by this hurricane. And then, of course, they say we got another one heading our way again. So, I don't know. I hope you don't mind me just stitching tonight instead of diamond painting. I was just in the mood to stitch. I needed a break. Yeah, I'm almost done with this yellow. All this yellow that was in here. I think I'm using number 18. I think that's at 3370 or 3770 or something like that. But anyway, I'm almost done with that. and then we can move on to another color. But yeah, I worked on the cats and the Halloween cats too. I worked on them yesterday for a little while, and then I made that video yesterday and did the cats and the pumpkins, and so been busy. Well, I'm hoping you can look at this. I keep moving you away from it. I'm moving towards the light and away from the camera. Sorry about that. But right now I'm kind of using sewing in hand. It's using like what they call the sewing method. And I really don't really care to use it this way, but being so close to the edge of the fabric, I don't have a whole lot of choices here. But we're getting there slowly, but we are getting there. Let's see. Trying to keep you in frame without running away from the light. So, ah, I unthreaded it. All right, hold on. I gotta rethread my needle real quick. Yeah. Unfortunately, when you have it to where you got the tail gets shorter, chances of unthreading your needle gets pretty high. That's all right. We'll get it. Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I was watching Miss Linda and her little dog Bella earlier, and she was asking the question of, besides diamond painting, what else do you like to do? And so I told her, I said, I like to cross stitch and I like to color. Those are two of the things that I like to do. And to be honest with you, I didn't think I would, but I actually enjoy doing these videos. You know, I wasn't too sure if I would really enjoy doing it, but you know, the longer I go on, the longer I do it, the the more I get comfortable with it, shall we say? And so I'm enjoying making these videos. I noticed that when I checked my channel earlier today, I had 104 subscribers. So I wanted to say thank you very, very much, all of you. Because without you, this channel wouldn't be going anywhere. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I got actually 104. And I believe I started in July. So I'm not doing too bad. Yeah. So my little tiny channel is slowly growing, which is a good thing. Yeah, but no, I do this because I enjoy doing it, and it gives me a chance to share my come on, my crafts with other people. Where did how to get a pair of scissors? Yeah. I know I sound funny. I had a needle in my teeth. So, no, I'm not supposed to do that, but I've been doing it like that for years. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Looks pretty good so far. Now, all I've got left is a little bit here, here, and over here. And I think that's all the yellow that I have. Because I think I've got all of the scattered ones that, like the little single ones. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've got all of those. Nope, there's one right there. Found one. That's okay. Well, let me restring the needle and we'll get continue, shall we? But yeah, that's what I was telling Linda on her channel. I was telling her, yep, I enjoy cross stitching, diamond painting, coloring, and other various things. I used to do a lot of sketching when I was younger, but I don't do that so much anymore. Yeah. Where'd you go? All right. Well, I ended up sticking a knot in my back. Oh, well, I'll clean it up here in just a second. But anyway, so I was going to work on the cats, the Halloween cats, but I changed my mind and decided to work on this instead. Because I put this down and hadn't really worked on it but any, so I figured I'd put a few stitches in, right? There we go. All right. I'm gonna put one more stitch in and let me clean up this back where there was a knot. Where'd it go? Well, obviously it wasn't that bad as I thought. Okay. Anyhow, so I figured I'd do this for a little while and then go back to diamond painting. But yeah, I got about halfway done um, with the cat and the pumpkins. Yep, I'm about halfway done with that one. Mostly it's the 310, and it's it's got a lot of 310 in it, and that's all in the background, and so it's pretty tedious. So I didn't think you'd want to be watching me do the 310. You know. Where'd it go? Yeah, this needle is thin, so sometimes you go to you put it in the material and go to come back around to pick it up, and the silly thing has disappeared on you. It fell back out of the material. But so anyhow, yeah, I kitted up that hummingbird, that center one, and so it's all kitted up now. All I have to do now is I have to tape it off, put grid marks on it to where I can work that way. And then eventually I will get to it, but I want to get some other stuff done first. You know. Yeah, I want to get the other paintings that I've already got out there. I'm, kind of sitting there waiting. I've got the face of Jesus in the clouds. I got that one I'm still working on. And then the fall train, that's for um, Diamond Grandma's Fall Y'all. Yeah. And then, come on. And then, the cats and the pumpkins. That one is for the challenge with Ava and Stitching in the Interlake. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, look at there. Got it done. Got this couple of it over here, like so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching the news while I'm videoing. So just keep up with what's going on over there. Let's see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. Mm-hmm. And then I've got this one up here to work on. Yeah, we're getting there. I can get the needle to go through the right hole. Yeah. And I'm sitting there having to concentrate a little bit. I'm not used to doing this in hand. I'm used to a hoop and makes it easier. So, unfortunately, because it's so close to the edge, I can't use the hoop. But that's all right. That's all right. There we go. Still having a hard time keeping you in frame, aren't I? Oh well, we won't stay on here too long. Yeah, compared to some of the ones I've been doing here lately, this probably is going to be considered a short one. uh, yeah, I was uploading one the other day, and when I got it all set up to and ready to upload it, I looked down and there it was, an hour and 14 minutes. I went, oh my goodness, that was a long one. Because I normally don't let it run that long, but I did. I did. We got busy and everything was going good, and boom! All of a sudden, I look up and I'm over an hour. Um, but y'all keep telling me you like these long ones, so hopefully, you're able to make it all the way through to the end. Yeah, what it is you get too busy doing something, and you get, you're concentrating on your work and whatnot. You're not paying attention to the clock. So, but that's okay. Mhm. One thing I can say is doing the sewing method is a lot faster, but I just prefer the hoop because one, the hoop, I don't know, the thread seems to lay a lot better when when I use the hoop, you know. And I don't know, the thread seems to lay flatter and neater, you know. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. But yeah, we're slowly getting there. Yeah, yeah, the one I'm working on is the cardinal. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But the one I'm working on right now is the cardinal. It's like the watercolor cardinal, I guess I called it. Yeah, and so anyhow, so yeah, I watched Rona the other day. She was working on something. I can't remember what it was, to be honest with you. But I watched her program, her podcast, and whatnot. Yeah, she says she lives up in Victoria. That's a long way from here. keep getting that tail tangled up. Mm-hmm. Whoop, trying to do it again. Yeah, like I said, when the tail gets, your thread gets a little shorter, I have a tendency to pull the thread out of the um, out of the needle. So yeah, I took my little glove off that I use and I set it down, and now I can't remember what it did with it. So I'm gonna have to crack down and locate it. Um, it's the only disadvantage of using your hands a lot is that you end up um, with arthritis in the joints of your hands. So mhm. I think I can get one more in there, and then I gotta tie off again. There we go. Mhm. Yep. I just take and weave that in underneath the other stitches, and that way I don't have to tie any knots. I hate knots. Yep. There we go. Alrighty. Well, I think we're going to call it quits. Okay. And we will get back to this again at another time. Now don't forget that on Sundays, um, we're going to do, a stitch along. And what I do is I call it, what do I call it? The sit and stitch. Something like that. And just come and join me on Sunday, and we'll grab your stitching and we'll sit and stitch together. Okay? Well, y'all have a good night, and we will talk to you sometime tomorrow. All right. God bless. Bye bye.